Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, Nigeria is in a really perilous situation, and a lot of people have been sending out smoke signals of alarm about this to try and alert you to the situation that we're in, because as I've said in several videos already, it is as though the country is sleepwalking, at least the southern regions, and the people outside of the know are sleepwalking into a disaster. So guys, I bring you this. We're in a big hole as a nation, and this is Danjuma saying this. So that's the headline. We are in a big hole as a nation, and this is a headline attributed to Theophilus Danjuma. So now let's see now what the former Minister of Defense has to say. Nigeria's former Minister of Defense, Lieutenant General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, has said that the country was at a very disturbing bend in its journey as a sovereign state. Danjuma, who spoke on Thursday at the launch of a book by the Nigerian Tribune in Ibadan, Oyo State, stated that happenings in the country outside of public knowledge were so frightening that citizens need to rise up and challenge the situation. He said, "People appear not to care about what is happening. If I tell you what I know that is happening in Nigeria today, you will no longer sleep. If you want details, I will give it to you privately. We are in a big hole as a nation, and people who put us in this hole have continued today. So we have to wake up. Only us can save ourselves. The fifth columnist activities going on amongst your people are not helping matters. May Almighty God continue to bless this country, but only we can save ourselves from ourselves." So now this is a coded signal that this guy is now sending out now, and if he has felt the need to come out in the public space to say that, look, there's a fire on the mountain, run, then you best believe that there is fire on the mountain, but then don't run. You better now get your fire brigade and your water hose and douse that fire, because you can't run and outrun that fire. It is going to consume you, is effectively what this guy is saying. So we all feel that dark cloud gathering around the Nigerian space. We felt that sense of dark clouds gathering around the Nigerian space for a very long time now. I think Obasanjo has spoken about Fulanization. What is his name? Fadi Kayode speaks a lot about these things. And Mazi Nandekanu, I'm not quite sure if that Mazi is an official title, but that is how it's usually referenced by the people in the East. So Mazi Nandekanu has also spoken endlessly about this, but now we are now hearing voices from the northern regions speaking to this as well. Look, that there are dark clouds gathering around this country. So in the northern regions, we've always had Shehu Musa trying to point us in the direction of these dark clouds that are gathering. So now we now have Theophilus Danjuma adding his name to this. Now Theophilus Danjuma, of course, is a Christian, so you would say that is really outside of the core cabal or the core group, but again, he's a northern voice and is a former Minister of Defense. Maybe he might not be in the full know of the workings, the inner sanctums of the cabal, but certainly a man in the know, a former Minister of Defense, a northerner as well, alerting you to an agenda that is not in your best interest, because he's talking about a big hole, of course, and that sense of big hole is something that has always agitated the back recesses of most of our minds with regards to Nigeria, that there are dark clouds gathering around that country. So that sense that you feel is now getting flesh in the wordings and the public pronouncements of people who have a better understanding and a fuller insight into the Nigerian space than you, because you have to concede that a former Minister of Defense would have that. So now this guy is now alerting to it again. He's also now pointing in the direction of the Yorubas that, look, there are fifth columnists in this particular section of the country who are not really serving the interest of the people or anybody outside of their interest. So that their interest that they think that they're serving might well not serve in the manner that they are looking to consume it, because there are clouds that are gathering and there are plot and subplot, and none of all these plots or subplots are in the interest of the common person of Nigeria. And this guy has felt that need. He's felt sufficiently moved, because make no mistake, Danjuma can immediately move all of his family today and relocate them to any country in the world. He has assets in America, he has countless assets in the UK, he can go to Dubai, etc. So this guy can leave that country at the snap of a hand. So he's not speaking to his interest, he's actually speaking to your interest, that look, you guys, there's something coming now that you guys need to prepare for, otherwise it will consume you. So now, what is your sense then of these wordings or these words or these comments, this alert and this alarm that's been raised by this former Minister of our Defense? What is your reading of it? Come share thoughts about dark clouds across the Nigerian space with me in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me about the sense of foreboding that you feel and get every time you think or are in the Nigerian space. Come tell me all about it in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.